Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Mzjwan Oppong. So for today I'm going to show you guys how to get your makeup to last longer. I think I've done a video like that before, but I've been finding out new techniques and everything like that, so I've been practicing different methods. So I want to show you guys how to let your makeup last longer, and also how to make your makeup look flawless at the same time. So stay tuned and let's get started. So for primer, I'm going to use my Flawless Ivy, the Ivy League of Beauty primer, face primer. Yes, I'm going to use that. And if you have oily skin, trust me, you have to get this primer. That's all I've been using since last year, and it's been so good. It's really been good. Yeah, and I'm buffing it in using my color box buffing brush, and it's also really nice. So that's it. After this, the next step that I'm going to do is either you go in with your milk of magnesia or you go in with your translucent powder. So I'm going in, this is a little bit high end, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. So I'm going to just apply them on my cheek areas, or the places that I get oily. Yes, so my cheek, my nose, and a little bit on my forehead as well. Yeah, you can use your face powder if you don't have a translucent powder, so, or a setting powder, so you can use that. So now the next thing I'm going to do is to color correct or conceal my dark spot, and I'm using my Fawn concealer from LA Girl Pro Conceal. I'm using that to just conceal the dark spots a little bit. It's still going to show through though. I mean, I need to see some skin there, but I'm going to cover it up a little bit. What I'm going to do is to move on to eyes, and for eyes I've already set my eyelids with my LA Girl Pro Concealer. That's the same concealer that I use to conceal my eyebrows. So today I'm going to do something simple. I've already done it before, but I got compliments on it, so I decided to do it again. So I'm going to do something with glitter. It's like a two-step procedure. So I'm going in with this shade right here from my Juvia Place Masquerade palette, and I'm using my Bethlehem Beauty what's it called, crease brush. So I didn't set my concealer. At all. I just like the way that it feels, like the product gets stuck onto the concealer on my lid, so it's good. Yeah, in with my Caris Cosmetic eyeshadow palette, and I'm using these two glitter shades right here. I'm blending both of them. I'm using both of them on my eyelid, and this is one of the reasons I didn't set my eyelid concealer, because the glitter has to stick to something. So the concealer is pretty it's not dry, so the glitter will have something to stick onto. For my eyeliner, I'm using my Colorbox duo brush, end brush, and I'm using the angled side. And for my liner, I'm using my Yoshie palette, Favy palette, the black eyeshadow. That's what I'm using. That's my eyeliners I've been seeing in my videos. That's all that I've been using in them. So it's pretty much simple, and it's pigmented. It doesn't get cleaned off or anything like that. So you have to get your hands on these, seriously. You have to. L'Oreal True Match foundation and my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless foundation, and the Maybelline I'm in the shade 340 and L'Oreal I'm in the shade N8. So I mix these two to get a kind of semi-perfect foundation shade. So yeah, and to blend out my foundation, I'm using my Colorbox Beauty blender. Ooh, I forgot one thing. So now this particular oil here, which is the Yogan Pure Argan Oil, is very, very good. I use it on my lips. My lips hardly get chapped. I use it as a lip gloss and everything. And now I've been mixing it with my foundation. My foundation has been staying put. I tell you, my foundation has been staying put. You can use it to let your nails grow. I apply it to my fingernails. I apply it to my toenails. I apply it to my body actually. So I don't know, this product is really good, so I use it, I mix it with my foundation as well. And if I don't use this, I use my Fasali oil. So I just mix little, not a lot, few drops. You don't really need a lot of it. So as I've mentioned earlier, the oil is dry oil, okay? It's not like olive oil or coconut oil that will stay stuck on your skin, something like that. Unless you have dry skin, then you can still use the argan oil, though. It's for all skin types, so you can use it. Yeah. So now the next thing to do is I'm going in with my concealer, and I'm using my MAC Studio Fix 24-hour concealer in the shade NC42. So I apply it under my eyes, yeah, and the bridge of my nose as well. And this product dries very quickly, so you have to work very fast, like really fast. On my face, I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 380. I know it's very dark, so I'm going to use just a tad bit of it. And what I would advise you to do is you can actually lay the product, like mark it, like how I used my concealer, like how I marked my concealer on my face before I blended it out. But I've realized that it's best if you just pick it onto the product, the brush that you're going to use, or the beauty blender, and then you start working it on your face. You get it? You start working, and this gives you a very fine finish. You start blending it out, working. And I'm using my e.l.f. stippling brush that I got from Urban 101. So on the safer side, go back in with your foundation brush or beauty blender and blend in between the concealer, the highlighting concealer, and the contour concealer or the contour foundation, whichever one that you used. Go back in with it, and also try and blend your under eye wall, because you don't need any creases under the eye as well. You see how I haven't set it yet, but you see how it's blended, like it's really blended together. You get it? Yes. So now the next step to do is to set your concealer and set your whole face. So you're going to go in with your face powder or your setting powder, and I'm going to go in first with my Benai powder in the shade Topaz. I know it's a little bit like you know, orangey. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is you pick a little bit of the powder, and then at the back of your hand you tap the excess, and then you press it into the skin. This is not baking, this is setting. Okay, you press it into the skin. Do the same thing for like the places that you applied your concealer. Okay, and the nose as well. So I'm going with this shade again as my blush. I'm picking this BH Cosmetic blush brush and just going to stipple it on the cheek area. Ooh, it's very pigmented, so you have to blend it out very well. And as you can tell, it's on top of my cheek. You get it? It's on top of my cheek, and I'm blending it into the sides as well. Blending is key. Then I'm going in with my contour powder, and I'm using my Maybelline powder in the shade Cacao. I'm tilting the brush. I'm using the same brush for blush and for contour. So now I turn my head, and right underneath the blush, that's where I'm applying the contour powder and blending it into my hairline as well, and the forehead as well. So to set my whole face, I'm using my MAC Studio Fix foundation powder in the shade NC45, and I'm using my color box blending buffing brush. It has a name though. I'm using that brush. That's what I've been using as my powder brush. Actually, you can use it for foundation and everything, but so you're going to stipple it into the other places that you didn't bake or you haven't set yet. So I'm going in with my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm going to set my under eye. I fixed my lashes off camera, and now I'm dusting away the big powder. My lashes are from Cute Lashes GH. I got it in a set like this. It's very like, it's called natural, so I don't know, it's really natural for me as compared to the other ones. It's for me to contour my nose, and I'm going back in with my cacao shade and my smudge brush from Bethman Beauty. So if you want to get a full, what's it called, tutorial on how to properly contour the nose for it to look really snatched, just let me know. So now I'm going to set my face with my BJ's makeup setting spray. It's also, seriously, it's good for bright, it's good for oily skin, sweaty skin, it's good for all that. So to finish up my eye, actually, I'm going to tight line my waterline, and I'm going in with this dome brush from Bethman Beauty, and I'm going in with this shade right here from, it's called Zobo. I'm going in from the masquerade palette. I'm going to use that to smoke out my lower lash line. So the final step is to go in with my highlighter, and I'm using Cut Smarts from Evita Joseph's, and oh my god, I really like it. A little bit goes a long way. I'm using my BJ's brush. I think it's for contour and all that, but I use it, it's a multi-purpose brush for me. Yeah, so I'm picking it from the lid, and I'm going to just stipple it on my cheekbone and blend it in. Blend it in. Okay. Okay guys, so we are almost done. For my lips, yeah, I'm going in with my wood lip liner, and it's this color. So I'm going to line my lips first. Then I'm going in with my Evita Joseph lip tended in the shade Anaji, right in the middle. So now I'm going in with this brown shade from the same wood lip liner. Now this is the next thing that I mostly do. I can leave it like this, or because it really feels good, because I moisturize my lips with the Yogan Argan oil before I put on the lip liner, and the lipstick is really feeling like, you know, buttery on the lips. So I think I might leave it like this, but I'm going in with more of the argan oil to give it like a glossy feel. Just a drop. Okay, like a few tiny drops actually. Okay, so now it's giving it more like, it just feels good. You should get this oil. Anyways guys, so this is the finished look. I really like the way it all turned out, and I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as well. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know if you're going to try it out. Let me know the next thing that you want me to do for you guys to see. So I'm going to leave you guys here. I'm really running late for church service right now. Just share this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.